Night falls heavy in this small town, and I'm standing just outside my porch, heart thumping. That boot print near my door feels like a scream in the dark. Someone knows something is watching me, slipping past the weak grip of the local police. But then Red appears, Everett McCabe, the last guy I'd trust. Boy Scout maybe, but tonight there's something fierce lurking beneath that stiff smile. What does he want, and why can't I look away? You think you know someone, then they flip the script overnight. Red isn't just a stick-up-his-butt Boy Scout, he's a wall of steel when danger presses in. I'd always teased Red about his perfect manners and rules, called him a Boy Scout without a flaw. But when that late-night stalker showed up, he stepped in without hesitation, patrolling my yard, watching my back like a guardian in the shadows of our quiet street in Cedar Hollow. His eyes weren't just watchful, they were fierce, protective, real. Think of Red's change like a calm lake hiding a storm beneath. That protective instinct is primal, like a wolf guarding its den. It clutches tight, possessive, dominant, not because it wants control, but because it craves safety. His buttoned-up exterior, it's just the mask for something deep and urgent underneath. What surprised me wasn't just feeling safe, it was feeling owned in the best way. When Rhett's arms wrapped around me, the terror faded. I was no longer just a scared girl in a vulnerable town. I was someone worthy of fierce guardianship, and that twisted my old teasing into awe. Protection felt like love wearing armor. There's tension when two people collide, between safety and danger, clarity and confusion. Rhett's touch is both soft and demanding, pulling me into a world I didn't know I craved. His kisses weren't just gestures, they were confessions and commands all at once. When Rhett kissed me by the flickering porch light, it tore apart the tangled mess in my head. The confusion melted, replaced by sharp clarity. It was like every doubt was whispered away in those bruising, tender moments. Imagine dominance like a dance, two partners moving, one leading not to control but to guide. Rhett's dominance wasn't about overwhelming me, it was about creating a safe space where vulnerability could thrive. It was the kind of power that held me in place even as it made me want to run wild. I was falling apart, scared, shattered, and yet that collapse was the start of something new. Rhett's presence was a paradox. The more I broke down, the more whole I felt. Together, the chaos settled into something steady and real, proof that sometimes we need to lose ourselves to truly find connection. The stalker's shadow grows, but so does something stronger between us. In a world full of threats, the boldest act is choosing to trust and hold tight. Cedar Hollow's quiet streets hide darker stories, like the stalking incidents no one talks about. Local cops shrugged it off, but I felt the chill deep in my bones. Then Rhett stepped in, not just with muscle, but with grit from years living under his brother's shadow in the city. Suddenly, my small-town fears felt like a big city nightmare made real. Trust isn't handed over, it's wrestled and won. I caught myself judging Rhett's buttoned-up persona, scared of what I didn't understand. But as he mapped out safe routes, altered my routines, and refused to let me face the night alone, my walls started crumbling. Trust grew not from words, but those steady actions unseen by others. Choosing safety means letting go of control, and that's terrifying. By surrendering into Rhett's arms, I wasn't weak, I was fiercely brave. It flipped the script. Fear lost its grip because I chose connection over isolation. It's the ultimate victory, giving yourself over to something bigger and coming out stronger. That boot print on my porch was a crack in my world, but Rhett's arms filled the gap. From teasing him to trusting him, I found safety not just in protection but in connection. Next time fear creeps in, try this. Lean into your unexpected allies and let tough love hold you tight. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.